LPG is very portable and can reach the most remote rural areas where there is no modern energy. At atmospheric pressure, propane has a boiling point of minus 42 degrees centigrade, while butane has a boiling point of just under 0 degrees centigrade. This means both are normally gases at ambient temperatures. Because propane has such a low boiling point, you can even use it in very cold conditions. Both propane and butane liquefy when pressurized, and so this is why LPG is stored under moderate pressure at normal ambient temperature. At normal ambient temperatures, butane liquefies at around 40 psi and propane at around 140 psi. This is similar to the pressure in a bicycle tire, so LPG is not a dangerous high-pressure gas. As the vapor pressure of propane is much higher than butane, we don't put propane in butane-rated cylinders and tanks. When liquid LPG is released as a gas, it produces about 250 times the volume of liquid, making it very efficient to store, handle, and distribute. LPG vapor is heavier than air and will fall to the ground if released. It will seek out the lowest point, which may be a pond, basement, drain, or river. This can lead to a fire or explosion a long way from the source of the leak. When designing LPG facilities, care must be taken to avoid ignition points nearby, especially at low level. LPG facilities should be designed in well-ventilated areas and any leaks allowed to readily disperse. LPG should not be stored below ground level. Liquid will expand when its temperature increases, so cylinders are never completely filled. This allows for the liquid to expand into the ullage space if the cylinder becomes warm. If the cylinder is too full, it can lead to overpressurization and leaking of LPG through the relief valve. It may even lead to bursting of the cylinder. In most cases, LPG is used as a vapor or gas rather than as a liquid. To generate LPG vapor, a valve connected to the vapor space of the storage tank is opened, allowing the pressure in the tank to drop. This makes the LPG liquid boil, producing LPG vapor. The boiling action also cools the remaining liquid through the latent heat of evaporation. This effect is sometimes visible through a wet surface or frosting on the outside of a cylinder that is supplying a lot of vapor. In larger applications, heat may need to be added to the liquid artificially to speed up the process. This is done with a vaporizer or heat exchanger. LPG vapor must be mixed with air to become flammable. It will only burn within a very narrow range of around 2 to 10% LPG to air mixture. This is called the flammable range. If the mixture is too rich or too lean, it will not burn. This is achieved through the design of the gas burning appliance. LPG liquid is lighter than water, so LPG cylinders will float on water even when they are full. LPG tanks and cylinders should be secured if stored in an area where there is a risk of flooding. Above-ground tanks must be secured onto foundations to prevent them lifting off if they are in an area where there is risk of flooding. Because the density of LPG is about half that of water, 2 liters of LPG weighs around 1 kilogram. LPG vapor is odorless in its natural state and colorless like air or water, and so leaks may be hard to detect. For this reason, an unpleasant odor is added to the LPG so that leaks can be detected. LPG vapor is non-toxic, but if it displaces the oxygen in the room, you may suffocate. LPG also needs lots of air to burn cleanly. If there is not enough air, carbon monoxide can be produced. This is why LPG appliances should only be installed in well-ventilated areas. LPG has a higher octane number than gasoline, and is the world's #1 alternative to petrol and diesel as a transport fuel. When LPG is used in a vehicle, it is called autogas. Autogas vehicles must be installed with proper equipment designed for vehicles. Never use domestic LPG cylinders in vehicles. An LPG flame is very hot, making it excellent for cooking, especially with a wok. An LPG flame is so hot it can cut through steel, so it is used in the shipbreaking industry. LPG has great flame control. It is easy to control how much gas you use, and it can be turned off completely, making it very fuel efficient. Unlike wood and charcoal fires, which have to be kept burning all day, wasting energy, LPG is clean to store and burn. There is no contamination when spilled, and it creates low emissions when burnt. LPG is an exceptional energy with exceptional properties. It is important to understand these properties in order that LPG can be used in a safe and sustainable way.